Hi guys, my name is Alex. My Instagram name is keto_Zella, Xela, Alex, my name backwards. This is my boyfriend Tom.
Hey guys.
And this is my first video, so he's gonna cut the awkwardness and help me make it. So I thought that we would do a recipe on cloud bread because it's like a big staple on the ketogenic diet if you are craving bread. And so we're gonna make it. Okay. So for this recipe, which will make about 10 pieces of bread, you'll need 3 tablespoons of cream cheese, 3 whole eggs, and about a 1/4 tablespoon of cream of tartar. And optional if you want, which I recommend after making them a few times, you could add some cheese on top or some like parsley or some garlic salt to give it extra flavor. Okay, so my assistant is gonna film me while I do this. You need to separate the egg whites and the egg yolks, and how you could do it is just, you know, I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to do this. Just crack it in half and separate it. If you're new to this and not really good at it, I'd recommend you put it in a separate bowl so you don't contaminate the egg whites, because if you get any egg yolk, then the egg whites won't stiffen. Another thing to make sure that the bowl that you put your egg whites in has to be like super clean, and if there's any oil residue or anything on the whisks or inside the bowl, then the egg whites are not gonna stiffen to the right texture, so make sure your bowl is really clean. So you're gonna add about a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar to the egg whites, and you are going to add the 3 tablespoons of cream cheese to the yolks, and there you can add any seasoning that you want. You don't want to put the seasoning into the egg whites because it might mess with the texture of the peaks. So make sure your cream cheese is at room temperature, which I just realized ours is not, but it's okay. It'll just take you longer to combine with the egg yolk. So I'm just gonna add some dried parsley flakes. And that's it for now, and I'm gonna probably top them with cheddar cheese. So that's it for now. This is the first stage of the egg whites where they become frothy, and you want them to be stiff enough that when you turn the bowl upside down, they don't come out. And that should probably take like 5 minutes or so. I forgot to mention to preheat the oven to 300 degrees. So this is what the texture of the egg whites should look like, and that's what I meant by flipping them upside down and they're not gonna go anywhere. Kind of looks like marshmallow, right?
Yeah.
And so I just whisked together by hand the egg yolks, the parsley, I put a little garlic salt, and the cream cheese. And it's okay if there's a few chunks in there. It doesn't really matter. It'll bake together pretty well. I just added in about 1/3 of the mixture, and this is the most important part of the whole bread making process, is you don't want to lose the air that you just whipped into the egg whites. So if you could see, I'm kind of just like folding it in from the middle. And you want to, again, normally I would put these down on parchment paper, but I just realized that I ran out, so I just put down some coconut oil Pam. But I'm not actually sure how this is gonna work out because I've never done it like before, but I'm sure it should. I'm sure it won't stick that bad. Okay, so I just finished folding in the rest of the egg yolks, and this is about the texture that you want. It should have remained the same volume if you did it right. So now we're just gonna spread these out and try to get as close to 10 equal molds as we can. So yeah, it's gonna kind of look a little fluffy. That might have been too much. And these don't really spread out that much, so you don't really have to worry about giving them much room. Okay, so I just put cheese on half of them, and I'm gonna leave the other half plain, because you kind of have to use 2 halves for a sandwich. You can't like cut them in half. So I'm gonna make the bottom half plain and the top half with cheese. Okay, so I baked them at 300 degrees for 30 minutes exactly, and if you could see, they're pretty thin, and like you definitely wouldn't be able to cut them in half. You'd probably need to use like one as a top and one as a bottom bun. I don't know the exact calories offhand, but they're less than a carb each, and yeah, that's what they look like. Also forgot to mention, for storage, you want to store them in a Ziploc bag so they don't
dry out and they'll be more of like a bread-like texture the next day.
Yep, so that is my recipe on cloud bread. Hopefully you try it out if you already haven't. And if you like this video, let me know and I will make more recipes. Thanks for watching.